Hi everyone, welcome on board. Welcome to CATKing. This is Anisha here. This is going to be a supremely important video for all the people who are expecting a call from NMIMS, be it Mumbai or all the other campuses. So first thing first, let's understand what we are going to cover in this video. First, I'll talk to you about who can expect a call at what scores. Second, we look at the process that NMIMS follows. Third, we look at the process in general about all the NMAT accepting colleges beyond NMIMS so that you can timely start your GD WAT PI preparation. Okay, so firstly, if you look at the NMIMS cutoffs, it has been for Mumbai campus, it has been around 232 to 235 in the last 2 years. So let's keep our benchmark. 235 plus should expect an NMIMS Mumbai call. 200 plus should expect the NMIMS off campuses calls. The off campuses include Hyderabad, Indore, Navi Mumbai, Bangalore, and the Mumbai programs of business analytics and digital transformation, which are relatively newer programs. Okay, now this is where, so 200 plus expect an NMIMS call, and let's start your interview preparation. Unlike the other programs where you have 10th, 12th weightage given in the shortlisting criteria, for NMIMS, the shortlisting criteria is specifically just your NMAT scores. Rest all the other things get added in the final selection, which is after your interview is done. Okay, so that's the first thing that you need to keep in mind. So 200 plus, you are already giving NMAT. If you have the scores in hand, let's start with our preparation. Okay, now what all do you need to prepare? What you need to do is, first, you will have personal interviews being done for sure, which is a part of every process. Second, NMIMS has something called as case discussion. It's a little different than what is group discussion. Here you're given a case scenario, which could be a real life case scenario or a situation which is made up for different companies, different roles. You could be playing a role of an HR manager, a marketing manager, a project manager, or operations head. Different scenarios, different situations, and what would you do in that particular situation. That is called as a case discussion. Then we have something new which was launched last year called as the Watson test. That's like a psychometric test. So you need to prepare yourself to answer these psychometric based questions as well. Okay, so these are three things which we essentially have to prepare when we are talking about the NMIMS WAT PI process. One thing which needs to be done before all of this, which is supremely important, is prepare and submit your statement of purpose. So SOP for NMIMS will have to be submitted right after your calls are out. Now, to give you guys a fair idea about how expedited the process is, somewhere around Jan mid or Jan third week, expect your NMIMS cutoffs to be released. Then you will have a timeline of 5 days to submit your documents and your statement of purpose. Why should they select you? And you book in your interview dates as well. Then you will be allocated your interview dates. The interview dates could be from first week of February to third week of February. So essentially you will have probably 1 week of time between each process, whether it's writing and submitting your SOP or giving your actual interviews. So it's highly recommended we start your preparation at the earliest. We are starting with the CATKing's NMIMS WAT PI program from this weekend itself. That's 19th November onwards. Every Sunday 7 to 8 p.m. I'll be meeting you guys to prepare you on how to write your SOP, how to prepare for case discussions, what all kind of conceptual domain knowledge you need to possess with respect to marketing, finance, HR strategy before you sit for interviews and sit for case discussions. We will prepare for the hygiene personal interview questions. You have an access to the CATKing's dashboard, which is exhaustive with multiple interviews, questions, recorded answers, a laundry list of questions which you can expect based on your past background, interview experiences of previous students, 200 plus sample SOPs, and some sample case discussions to help you start building your thought process. So that is something which will take care of it. You want to make sure you guys convert your calls. So let's start early and stay focused on converting the one call that you get in from NMIMS. All right. Third thing, like I mentioned to you earlier, was the other non-NMIMS colleges. How do we prepare for them? So when I talk about the non-NMIMS colleges which are accepting your NMAT scores, you have colleges like XIMB, KJ Somaya, TAPMI, SDA Bokoni, which is in Mumbai, A lot of colleges which you can expect calls from between 200 to 220 range as well also. Like for example, we have Voxing University, JAXOM, which is there in Mumbai and Bangalore, IBA Bangalore, ISME, Alliance University, BML Munjal, JAXOM, Jindal, lots of colleges, right? Now for all of these colleges, what's the process? For all of these colleges, 90% of them have personal interview for sure, followed by or before the interviews you will have a group discussion. So we need to prepare ourselves for all of these things. If I summarize and consolidate all of these things, we need to prepare for one, prepare your resume. That will be handy to understand and prepare your hygiene questions. Statement of purpose, which will be required to submit for certain few colleges. Personal interview questions with respect to your background, that college, and why should they select you. Group discussion, which can be based on the current affair topics or certain corporate topics which you can expect. Case discussions and psychometric test. So essentially these are 6 major factors or major headings which you need to study, prepare, or activities which we can require to make sure we make it to our dream colleges. So let's get started with the same. If you are very keen on making sure you make it to the top colleges, don't waste time. Check out the link in the description and let's get set go.